8 illegal interview questions you don't want to ask. While some illegal questions like how old are you are more obvious, others are less so. Some questions masquerade as cultural fit questions, and others simply pop up when you let the interview meander off into small talk. If you prefer never to deal with the EEOC, then remember the rules of thumb from above and avoid letting your interview conversation head toward questions like the following. Number 1, what part of town do you live in? Now this seems like a harmless question, one that would be asked out of curiosity, but it could be interpreted as an attempt to figure out if a candidate lives in a part of town where mostly minorities live. It's best to avoid it. If you want to know whether they live nearby because punctuality is important to you and traffic is heavy where you are, then ask candidates if there's any reason they might not arrive to work on time each day. Number 2, what class were you in at Rydell High? While you may ask a question like this simply because you found something in common with your candidate, it's no longer innocent when you go in a direction that could help you figure out their age. The Age Discrimination in Employment Act, known as the ADEA, prohibits any interview questions that could indicate age discrimination. Number 3, being a startup, we tend to have younger managers. Would that be a problem? This is another indicator of potential age discrimination. While it may seem like a valid question about whether you and the candidate will work well together, by asking this question in this way, you imply that you've noticed the applicant's age and see it as a potential reason not to hire them. A better way to ask this is by leaving out references to age altogether. You could say, would you be comfortable taking direction from someone who has less on-paper business experience than you do? And number 4, when was the last time you used drugs? Businesses are not allowed to discriminate against recovering addicts or people who take prescription drugs for health conditions. So your questions must pertain to the current use of illegal drugs. Better yet, follow the rule of thumb not to ask something you can learn from another source. Strike this question from your interview list altogether and simply ask candidates whether they are comfortable taking a drug test prior to and during their employment. This is part 1 of 2 because there are 8 questions. Any questions? Give us a call. Maybe we can help.